This is Nissan's newest entry into the SUV segment. It is a 2021 Nissan Armada, and this is 10 things that I hate about the Armada. I absolutely hate these seats. They are fake leather. They feel like fake leather, and they are not comfortable. You get super sweaty because they don't breathe at all, and it's just super uncomfortable. I hate how narrow it is at the back. Look at the back profile. It's super narrow, and then the track width is even more narrow than that. Come around to the side here and I'll show you what I mean. Look at the fender gap here. Like, the tire just is inset so far, it just looks so funny. Let's go to the front, you can see it as well. It's just huge fender gap here. That it's because it's so narrow. I hate the stereo in this car. In fact, Nissan's been using the stereo like this in most of their cars recently, and it all sounds bad. I would play you some music, but I would get demonetized pretty much instantly, so I can't play how bad it is for you, but the sound sounds bad. There's no bass, there's no deep tones, it doesn't seem like there's a subwoofer in here that would make it sound good. It sounds adequate, but I've been in cars in the 90s that have a better stereo than this. And it's not like Nissan doesn't know how to make a stereo. I did a review on my older Nissan Altima, my two-door coupe, and the stereo in that was awesome. It was a factory stereo and it was amazing. This one sucks. It sounds bad. The features are okay, but it just sounds awful. And then a side note on the stereo is that this one does not support wireless Android Auto, so you have to use a USB connector to plug it in. It does support CarPlay wirelessly, but not Android, which is terrible. Like, come on, Nissan. Some people don't like Apple, and we've got an Android. Make this stuff work. Let's help blow up the algorithm for this video. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get back to the video. The other thing I don't like is the adaptive cruise control and lane assist. It's really bad. The lane assist just beeps at you and buzzes, but it doesn't actually lane correct. So it will let you drive right off the road and die in a fiery crash without doing anything except having the dash up here say, hey, you might be going off the road. If Kia can figure out how to do lane assist that's active lane assist, why can't Nissan? It just is so frustrating. This transmission is horrible. It is a 7-speed transmission, but I like to drive with my hand right here like this. And when I'm turning a corner, it always wants to pop in like this into the manual mode, and I always have to push it back. It just pops over too easy. But not only that, it's a 7-speed transmission and it never seems to be aggressive enough. It is actually dangerous. When I'm traveling on the highway and I want to switch lanes and step on it to accelerate around somebody, you have to premeditate your plan. So I have to actually step on the gas first, then move over, and by then it'll actually start accelerating. If you don't do that, and I've had this happen, you'll have a few close calls where I pull out and step on the gas, and what happens is I'm in like 7th gear. So it drops to 6, and the RPMs climb a bit, and it goes, oh wait, your foot's on the floor farther. So it drops to 5. The RPMs climb a little bit more, and when that happens, it's making a lot of noise, but I haven't actually started accelerating yet. And it's not until it gets into like 3rd gear that it starts to accelerate. And by then the guy who is driving down the highway almost runs right into the back of me. It is an accident waiting to happen. It is very unsafe. When I'm starting from a stop or a standstill, I can floor it and it'll run up through the gears just fine. It seems to be whenever you're in a situation where it needs to downshift, it does not downshift aggressively enough to actually accelerate quickly. Like, just drop 3 gears and go. Let's go. I don't like how these back seats flip and fold out of the way. Who is buying this car? Moms are buying this car. Why are moms buying it? Because they have a lot of kids and they need to fit them all in the SUV. This is a 7-passenger car. Look how you get into the back seat. You pull this handle right here, which tips this down like that, and then it flips up. You would think that that is awesome, right? Now I can have the back seat lifted up here so you can see back seat up, this flips and folds like this. But if the seat has to flip and fold, that means you can't have a car seat here. If you can't have a car seat here, where do you put your car seat? How are you supposed to do this when you're a mom with 2 kids that need to be in car seats? You can't put 2 car seats beside each other here because the car seat clips are right here and over there. There's not a space for a car seat in the middle row here. So your bigger kids have to climb over the back seat to get to the back, which is totally annoying and it's kind of unsafe. I don't like how this back tailgate opens. It's manual and it takes a lot of force to pull it down. Now I am 200 pounds. I can pull it down pretty easily. I'm also about 5'10", so I can reach up here. If I was a little bit shorter, I wouldn't be able to reach this and I wouldn't have the weight to pull this down. Plus, once I get it, I have to put extra force in just to be able to get it to close. I can't imagine a mother carrying babies around trying to close this tailgate. There's no power option at this price point, and this is a $70,000 SUV. It's not like it's a cheap SUV, it's $70,000. So before we get to the #1 reason that I hate this thing, let's talk about the second big reason why I don't like this thing. The backup system. I've only been driving this thing for a week now. On more than one occasion, the rear backup sensors have been super aggressive and have slammed on the e-brakes on me so that I feel like the whole car has hit something. It gives me practically a heart attack, and then I realized that the car just thought I might have gotten too close to something, and so it automatically put the e-brakes on for me. You should have a warning first. It's a horrible, horrible implementation of the system. And my 10th thing that I don't like about the Armada, it's ugly. Look at the side profile. It is so ugly. If you look at the front, it looks okay. You come around to the side, it's awful. It just looks so wrong. Look at that side profile. The wheels look too small. The arches are way too roundy. They should be more square. The whole thing just has this weird shape to it. It's like the designers were on holidays and they left the engineers to try and pencil out what the new one was going to look like, and this was what they came up with. It's absolutely dreadful, and there is no reason that I can think of that anyone should own this car. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day. I hate that this center console does not have a 12-volt adapter plug in here anywhere. It's not there. There is a cutout here where you would think one should be, but the only one they have is back here, and then I just plugged in my adapter and then ran the cord up and into this compartment so that I could charge, in my case, my GoPro battery so that I can actually get enough filming time to make some videos for you guys. But there's nothing else here to charge that.